I mean, my thing is if he's going to stay here, that means that most likely he's going to have to inherit a third offensive system.
He's not
third. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah,
just
I know.
think about that for a minute.
I know. It's crazy.
And how insane that would be for him. So that would be for me then on the other side to look at this and say that, he should request a trade. He should expect to go somewhere. And the question is where? And I could think of like 5 different teams.
Well, one of them's my team. I'll be honest with you. I'd take him in a heartbeat.
All right, but let's be realistic about this because your team has a quarterback.
They got 2 more years with a guy who stinks, who's getting paid a lot of money. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to try to win. And he's still really young.
All right, so I don't know. We should probably, how we did this thing with Le'Veon Bell?
Oh, wait a second. You're already, first thing you told me just a couple minutes ago was that Sam Darnold might be here and inherit a third offensive system. And now we're going with a pool of where Sam Darnold is going to end up. This is a long play. We got to put in more than just $10 with this one because this is going to last months and months and months.
Then I think we have to draft the picks. Like, in other words,
because here you go. I think you know something again because I feel like you know something with this because you were talking to your NFL insiders yesterday, and I feel like you know something. So I've said the Steelers.
So you guys don't believe? All right, you want the Steelers?
Well, no. I've said the Steelers.
I want the Steelers.
Well, I don't know. No, see, you want the 49ers. You think the 49ers.
You don't know what I think. Stop.
You said it before.
Stop telling me what I think.
You said it before, though. You said on the air. The reason why I'm regurgitating that to you is because you said it before. You said on the show that he could end up with the 49ers.
He could. I mean, do I think that would be – and again, it all depends on how Jimmy Garoppolo plays. Jimmy Garoppolo had an unbelievable game yesterday, and he bounced back from a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
So if Jimmy Garoppolo leads his team back to the playoffs and he plays like he did last week against the Rams, then all bets are off for that team, I would think, because they have a lot of money invested in him and time invested in him, although they can get out of his contract with very little ramification to the salary cap after this year.
Yeah, so I think the teams that would be drafted, that if we did this draft, I think that you would have to throw in the Steelers, you would have to throw in the 49ers. I think you would have to throw in the Vikings, honestly, because they've got a terrible backup situation there as well. And I think they're realizing that they made a mistake. And I know that there's dead cap money, but I
don't know about the Steelers because they're in the AFC, man. Do you think you want to trade them to an AFC team?
Yeah. I mean, if you're moving on from him, what do you care?
Yeah, well,
it's not like it's in your division. I mean, they see the Steelers, and it might be, a postseason situation, but if you got Trevor Lawrence, who cares, right? But I mean, if you see the Steelers in the regular season as much as you see almost any other team the way that the schedule is set up. I mean, I don't know. I would trading him away to the NFC like he's Odell Beckham Jr. going from the Giants to the NFC to the AFC and like send him to Browns and purgatory. I don't think you do that with Sam Darnold. I think you take the best deal. Is what you do, because if you're entrusting that you've got Trevor Lawrence, who is a can't-miss prospect, who cares where Sam Darnold goes at that point? You got 3 years of him getting sick and getting hurt and throwing picks. What does it matter? Send him to the Patriots for all you care. You've got Trevor Lawrence.